From Mississippi soil where the history haven't changed in the land, but the promise still steady. Names got taken, truth got buried, but the word still breathing, never went missing. Lost sheep scattered, still hear the tone. Shepherd calling, saying bring them home. Not a rumor, not a myth. Ancient bloodline covered in stitch, no crown on head, no throne in sight. But kings still walk when they live upright. Priests in order, hearts in check. Walking the path of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct. No beginning, no end, we set. Walk in truth, no disrespect.
Order of Melchizedek.
Order of Melchizedek.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
Lost sheep found, hearts reset.
From Tupelo we represent.
From Tupelo we represent.
Israel rise.
Remember that.
Remember that. Not here for hate, not here for noise. Here to rebuild men, women, boys. From prison walls to broken homes. Still hear our voice through flesh and bone. Teach the law, apply the way. Faith works, lived every day. Not traditions handed down, but ancient past we walking now. 12 tribes breathing, still intact. Truth don't change, that's fact. Scattered, warning, gathered again. Written long before the pen.
Order of Melchizedek. Hey, stand righteous, stand correct.
From Mississippi mud. Truth don't die, it testify. We moving with order. Delta dirt, hang got root. Truth in the soil, fire in the truth. Tupelo night, spirit don't sleep. Word still calling the lost sheep. Took our name, buried our sound. Truth stayed alive on the ground. We were scattered, now we aligned. Kingdom rise, awaken the mind. Stand up, this that order now. Woo.
Stand up, be it up.
We in order now.
Woo. Truth too loud, ain't it all?
Can't ignore it now.
Woo. Chosen rise, we rise.
We restored it now.
Yeah.
Back to basic Tuesday. Oh yeah. Word go deep, no delay.
Oh yeah.
Wednesday prayer, tap and line.
Woo.
Seek the most, high on time.
Woo.
Get your way to Friday grind.
Woo.
Discipline, align your mind.
Woo.
Don't just hear, come learn the way. Shabbat class every Saturday.
Who we be?
Israel.
What we on?
Discipline.
Tuesday.
Basic.
Wednesday.
Prayer.
Friday.
Level up.
Level up.
Woo. This ain't religion, this order. Yeah. This ain't religion, no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. This ain't religion, no, 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 no. This ain't religion. This ain't religion. This ain't religion. From Mississippi mud. Truth don't die, it testify. We moving with order. Delta dirt, hang got root. Truth in the soil, fire in the truth. Tupelo night, spirit don't sleep. Word still calling the lost sheep. Took our name, buried our sound. Truth stayed alive on the ground. We were scattered, now we aligned. Kingdom rise, awaken the mind. Stand up, this that order now.
Woo. Stand up, be it up.
We in order now.
Woo. Truth too loud, ain't it all?
Can't ignore it now.
Woo. Chosen rise, we rise.
We restored it now.
Yeah.
Back to basic Tuesday. Oh yeah. Word go deep, no delay.
Oh yeah.
Wednesday prayer, tap and line.
Woo.
Seek the most, high on time.
Woo.
Get your way to Friday grind.
Woo.
Discipline, align your mind.
Woo.
Don't just hear, come learn the way. Shabbat class every Saturday.
Who we be?
Israel.
What we on?
Discipline.
Tuesday.
Basic.
Wednesday.
Prayer.
Friday.
Level up.
Level up.
Woo. This ain't religion, this order. Yeah. This ain't religion, no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. This ain't religion, no, 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 no. This ain't religion. This ain't religion. This ain't religion.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, family. Welcome to Back to the Basics Tuesday, the night where Brother KG brings the lesson and takes us back to the basics of the Bible. We want to welcome everyone from the four corners of the earth to the channel of Order Melchizedek, Tupelo, Mississippi. We are a small family, we're a small group, but we do great things by the power and through the spirit of the Most High God and His Son, Yahweh Shai. I just want to let everyone know we're not a hate group. We don't hate anyone because of their race, their religion, or their gender. We are a Bible-based group, and we teach from the 1611 King James Version Bible, including the Apocrypha. If anyone knows of anybody that plans to hurt anyone or harm anyone because of their religion, because of their race, or because of their gender, we recommend that you contact the proper authorities. Family, welcome to the channel. We have a great lesson prepared for you tonight. So everybody get your notebook or something to write on, get your pen or your pencil, grab you a snack, get you something to drink, hang out with your brothers for the next couple of hours. Tonight's lesson is titled, The Beauty of Chastisement. The Beauty of Chastisement. There's a moment in every man's or every woman's life when it comes to a moment where life stops feeling like it's fair, or a moment where things start to seem as though they're falling apart. Sometimes it seems like our prayers go unanswered and pressure starts closing in from every side. Doors start to close and plans start failing. Relationships even get strained. Sometimes finances get tight. Your mind starts to battle against itself. And in that moment, most people ask the question, why is the Most High doing this to me? Why am I going through this? Did the Most High leave me? But here's the truth that most people don't seem to understand, that not all suffering and all chastisement is for your punishment. Sometimes it's for correction. Sometimes it's for your betterment. But the problem is that the world we live in today have programmed us on how we should view chastisement or pain or suffering. The world teaches us today that we got to protect our peace at all costs. Girl, protect your peace. Man, you got to protect your peace, man. Do what you feel good about. Do what feels good to you. And if you feel just a little bit of pain, I'd walk away if I was you. Nobody can judge us. The Bible says that we should not judge. But the Most High tells us something completely different. The Most High says, if I love you, I will correct you and I will chastise you. See, the world lets us destroy ourselves in comfort. But the Most High will interrupt our comfort in order to save our life. And that's what a true friend or a true brother or sister would do as well. The world will let you stay in your sin and let you stay undisciplined, let you stay weak. But people that's moving in the spirit of the Most High God will say things that'll break your pride. That they'll say things that'll point out your flaws, and they'll say things that remove the things from our lives that don't belong there. And they'll put pressure on us until we decide to change. And that pressure is what the Bible calls chastisement. Not hatred, not rejection, not abandonment, but love. And that's what the brother will be teaching about tonight. I want to introduce the brothers on the panel. I got Brother Cortez in the building. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, shalom, my beloved brethren on the panel, and shalom to the family in the chat. It's an honor and a blessing to be in the building once again. Let's get it.
All right, I got Brother Mikael in the building. What's up, Hebrew?
Shalom, shalom, brothers on the panel, brothers and sisters in the chat, aliens and predators in space. Shalom.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
Sir.
And the teacher for the night, my brother, like none other, KG in the building. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom, all my brothers on the panel. Shalom, all my brothers and sisters in the chat. And this is another beautiful day of Back to the Basics Tuesdays.
So with that being said, Hebrew, I yield to the teacher for the night. Do your thing, Hebrew.
All praise. All praise. Hey, brother Mikael, could you, who did you say the predators and the aliens? Who else you say, man?
Yeah, I watched Alien versus Predator today.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay. I'll praise. I'll praise. Well, brothers and sisters, the title for tonight is The Beauty of Chastisement. The title for tonight is called The Beauty of Chastisement. Now, this title is significant because you probably ask yourself, where is the beauty in being chastised? Well, when you are being corrected by the Most High, these are indications that the Most High cares about you. These are indications that shows that even though you may be getting out of line at the moment, he still cares enough to give you a brief punishment to get you back in line instead of just killing you instead. I mean, think about it from this perspective. Would you rather take chastisement, or would you rather him just kill you because of whatever sin he feel like he should kill you for? And when you look at it from that perspective, it's easier to see the beauty of chastisement. It's almost as if another opportunity to realize that, yeah, I strayed away. Yes, I made a mistake, and yes, I took a punishment for it. But in the midst of that, I learned from my mistake. At least you're supposed to learn from this mistake. You're supposed to get better in the midst of chastisement. The house of Israel throughout the scriptures went through many chastisements. They went through many moments where the Most High was punishing them for their transgressions. And tonight, like always, we're going to ask many different questions to get started. We always got to get our brain flowing on Back to the Basics Tuesdays, but we're also going to correlate. Um, we're gonna get a better understanding of chastisement, the importance of it, the beauty of it. We're gonna also have to ruffle our own feathers tonight, and we're gonna have to look in that mirror tonight, brothers and sisters. Um, because what we have to understand about chastisement is it is a form of correction. It is a form of correction that pushes you to do the right thing. It pushes you to turn away from something that you need to turn away from. And the cold reality of chastisement, which is still a beautiful thing, is the fact that you are in control of how long or the duration of your chastisement. And once you realize that, it makes the whole chastisement within itself easier to deal with, because the sooner we turn back to where we're supposed to go, the chastisement eventually ends. But the longer we rebel and we keep on going down the wrong path, the longer and harder the duration of the chastisement is.
So like your Hebrew.
Come on with it, bro.
Not to disagree with what you're saying, but in the case of Job, you know,
That's an exception. You're right.
right,
Mhm.
Whenever Job was going through his chastisement, he was going through for a different reason,
That's
you
true.
know, and it wasn't based upon, whether he repented or whether he started to do what was right or not. It was just based upon how long the Most High chose to allow Satan to put that suffering upon him um, at that time. You know,
Mhm.
everything has an exception. I'm not disagreeing with what the brother's saying,
No,
but I'm just saying,
absolutely.
with the Most High, all things are in His control and
Hmm.
are based upon His timing. So Sometimes it's for that reason that we got to repent and turn, and sometimes it's just that the Most High is allowing us to go through that type of thing for a season. But I yield. Go ahead, bro.
That's true, because like even with Job, he did allow him to go through that, but it was also like you said, it was an exception, but it was also a test that he knew that he was capable of passing. Um, but I totally agree with what you're saying, and that's definitely an exception. Um, but let's get into some of these questions for the night. Brothers and sisters, when you hear the word chastisement, what comes to mind? When you hear the word chastisement, what comes to mind? Brothers on the panel, answer whenever you get ready.
I say tough love
Tough love, I can see that. What you got,
because
brother
the
Mikael?
reason why I say it, reason why I
Okay, go
say
ahead, go
it
ahead,
is
go to it.
because,
Go ahead.
like, how can I put it? Um, if you're not going through adversity and you're not going through some type of chastisement, you might want to uh, uh, take a look in the mirror and take inventory because that may, it's a big may.
Mm,
That may mean that you are too far from the Most High because He only chastises those He loves and those who are dear to Him or near to Him. And if you too far away from Him and everything is going sweet in your life, everything going good, nothing ever happens, that means, hey, I don't want that life, bro. When everything peaches and cream,
mm-hmm.
you dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, most certainly.
All right.
Yeah, chastisement. When I hear that word, it's to build you up for the next test, to refine you or to remove in. It's like the scriptures called the fire of adversity. It's you go through these trials and tribulations to burn out these impurities that are in you, to build
Mm-hmm.
character, stronger faith. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To build on the faith that you already, just to build you up for the next test, because it's gonna be multiple tests, multiple chastisements that you got to go through in this walk. You know,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's with your health, or I'm just throwing out things, or with your finances, or with your significant other, or it's a lot of chastisement that the Most High will bring, will put you in to build you up. And I mean, what's a testimony without a test? In order you have to have a testimony, you got to go through some type of what, trial or tribulation, or what, chastisement.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a test. You got to be reproved. Go ahead, bro.
All
Forged.
praise.
Got to
Salaki.
be forged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Salaki. Just like everybody in the chat saying, Sister Tanner said correction. Sister Brenda Hill said being punished. Mother Mary said discipline. MC to the X Project said punishment. And naturally, that's what most people think of when they hear the word chastisement, like punishment or maybe getting in trouble or being corrected in a harsh way or some type of suffering because of something that you've done wrong. And chastisement normally will bring to my mind, I think about getting a whooping. Like when I was a kid, when I used to get a whooping, and
Mm-hmm.
someone disciplining me that's in authority. That's what comes to my mind. But biblically, Hebrew, when we look at that word chastisement, what should come to our mind is correction from somebody that love us. You
Mm-hmm.
know, correction from somebody that's trying to give us purpose or love being in action, because love is an action word.
Mm-hmm.
Or look at it like I'm in training for my righteous walk. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is training day. You know, this is my training to prepare me for this walk. Or we could look at it like it's the Most High investing in us, you know, getting us ready, like Brother Mikael said, for the next one. Because the old folks used to say all the time, you either coming out of a storm or you going into a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that those of us that walk the right way, that walk the straight and narrow path, we gonna always be coming out of a storm or going into one, because Satan is trying to destroy us,
Right.
and he's gonna throw all type of obstacles in our way with the permission from the Most High God, because we know that he can't do anything without the Most High's permission. But I yield right there, bro.
Praise. Great answers, brothers. Great answers, brothers. And I'm actually glad that you ended it like that, because it can bring me. It brought me to my next question. Was you finna say something, Mike? Bring it out. What you finna say?
You know, the ones that's in the truth, that that's serving the Most High now. They know who He is, and we getting these chastisements from Him, being proven by Him or whatever. You
Mm-hmm.
got to understand. I'd rather be chastised from Him than be put 6 feet under.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Two,
you right
two.
about that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, family, look at this walk like this. This is how I look at it. If I'm not getting chastised, like Brother Cortez said, I think I'm too far from the plantation. I'm too far from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Look at this thing like your soul. Satan is trying to steal your glory. He already stole our innocence coming into the world, growing up coming out of our mother's womb. Our innocence was stole, being corrupted by this world. Because
Mm-hmm.
you know, as a child grow up, a child don't even know right from wrong. They don't even know what chastisement is. It's just living. But when we get introduced to things that's not of the Most High, we got to be chastised for it. That's how I look at it, KG.
No,
We
that's
got to be
actually a great
reproved.
way to look at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to think all this corrupt behavior and corrupt speech and corrupt thought and all of this we got in us coming up to the knowledge of the truth. That stuff got to be purged out of us, bro. And the only way to get it purged out is through prayer and chastisement from the Most High. Because we got to pay what we weigh. I'm going to leave it alone right there.
Oh, praise God. No, I appreciate the perspective. Now, this next one, this next question is gonna be a curveball, but I really want y'all to think about your answer before you answer. So, for the next question, and after this question, we're gonna get into the scriptures. Cortez, get me Hebrews chapter 12 ready. We're gonna start at 1 and go all the way to 13. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 1. Um, but this question, what are the differences between chastisement versus unrighteous judgment? What are the differences between chastisement versus an unrighteous judgment? Brothers, y'all answer whenever y'all get ready.
See, unrighteous judgment it's anything that when you put your matters in your own hand, going against the commandments of the Most High on how to handle different life situations. Because it's a commandment, law, statute, commandments for everything we deal with in life on how to handle situations, different type of judgments to hand out. But when we just go and do it our own way, it becomes, and not doing the way according to what the Bible say, it becomes unrighteous.
Mm.
Now, say your question again.
What are the differences between chastisement versus unrighteous judgment?
And see, KG, that's kind of tricky, man. That's a tricky question.
It is. It is. That's why I wanted everybody like take your time when you answer this question, because it's many
Because
different aspects you can look at it from. Go ahead.
because when you look at chastisement, like most people put in the chat, is punishment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that goes back to a lesson we done on this. You was here with us. What we talking about? Things don't let your eyes lie to you
Mm-hmm.
when you see certain judgments come, because it can sometimes it can receive as I don't want to confuse myself or confuse anybody that's listening. Uh, let me give you an example. Why people may think this is an unrighteous judgment. We know this is in the book. If a man come home and catches another man in his house with his wife doing an ungodly act, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, according to the laws of the land, you should just call the police, and you ain't supposed to, unalive nobody, right?
Mm-hmm.
But according to the Bible, what does the book say? And he go in
Hey,
there and unalive the man and the woman. That's a
Mm-hmm.
what? That's a righteous kill.
surely he should be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
He and she. See, that's a righteous kill. But when we don't know the book, we'll think this is what? An unrighteous judgment. From the perspective of the world. You see what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
those of us that know the Most High and His laws, we say, oh, that's a righteous kill. That's a righteous judgment. But to the world, it's an unrighteous judgment because two people are unalive. That makes sense.
Hey,
Yeah.
Salaki, can I do you one even better, Mike?
Go ahead.
Okay. According to the Bible, uh, homosexuality, we know the penalty for that. But
Uh-huh.
we had a president that made it law that it was okay. You see what I'm saying? The world okay it, but in the eyes of the Most High is what? You know what I'm saying? So is that a good example?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it is because
that's yeah. Go ahead.
especially in today's time when you think about it, because when you look at it when you look at it from that perspective, if you was to call somebody, the wrong thing in the wrong area, you would
Mm-hmm.
be criticized for
Mm-hmm.
being for saying. Now it'd be a worldly judgment. The world would judge you for saying something that's right,
Right.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what
Exactly.
you're saying though.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Salaki,
backwards, man.
Salaki. Um, chastisement. When I think about the difference between the two, the purpose of being chastised is to correct the person. The purpose of chastisement is to stop sin. When our parents chastised us, and even when the Most High chastised us, because what? Our parents love us, and we know for sure that the Most High love us as well. When that chastisement comes, it comes to build character.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to build us into the man or woman that the Most High have called us to be. And that type of chastisement comes to put us back in line, Hebrew.
That's right.
And the outcome of chastisement, and when I say chastisement, I gotta have love attached to it. So it gotta be chastisement / love.
Mm-hmm.
What comes with that? What comes with chastisement? Growth comes with chastisement, maturity, the keeping of the commandments, and you develop a closer relationship with the Most High because of that. But when you dealing with an unrighteous judgment, that's condemnation.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
That's not based on a righteous truth. An unrighteous judgment it comes to tear people down. It comes to condemn a person, or a lot of times it's used to exalt the other person. And sometimes in unrighteous judgment, you will misjudge a situation before you understand the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what motivates an unrighteous judgment? Sometimes it's ignorance. Sometimes it's pride. But the number one thing that it is, Brother KG, is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy mixed with hatred. And what comes with an unrighteous judgment is confusion, discouragement, bitterness, last but not least, division. It brings division. And I want a scripture to prove this out. Let me get Matthew chapter 7, and I want to read verse 1 and 2, Hebrew.
No, hey, read 1 through 5. We in the spirit.
All right.
Hey, we in the spirit, as you would say.
All right, I got it. And this red letter. It says, judge not that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Okay? Now that's simple and plain, bro. Like, you got to make sure that you got your stuff together first before you trying to chastise somebody else, right? And just let me get the precept to that before we move on. Let me get John 7 and 24. And it reads, John chapter 7 and verse 24, and it reads, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. I'm going to start at 20 and I'm going to read down.
Come on with it.
It said, the people answered and said, thou hast a devil who goeth about to kill thee. Yeshua answered and said unto them, I have done one work, and ye all marvel. Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision, not because it is of Moses, but of the fathers. And ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man. If a man on the Sabbath day receives circumcision, Christ is breaking this down to them because they being hypocritical. Christ telling them, he said, I have done one work and y'all marveling at it. It said, Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision, not because it is of Moses, but it's of the fathers, plural. And ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man. See, you sitting here criticizing somebody else, but you circumcise the person on the Shabbat. And then it say, if a man on the Sabbath day receives circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be broken. So you did the circumcision on the Shabbat, right? Which is a work. But you did it to not break the laws of Moses. You did the circumcision on the Shabbat so that the law wouldn't be broken, but you broke the law to not break the law. You see what I'm saying? He say that the law of Moses should not be broken. Are ye angry at me? Because I have made a man every whit whole on the Sabbath day? You circumcise somebody on the Shabbat to keep the law of Moses, broke the law to keep the law. But you gonna judge me for making a man whole on the Sabbath day? Verse 24 says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Okay, if you're gonna judge me that way, you gotta be judged the same way.
That's right.
Because if it was against the law, to heal, which is a good work, and we know that that's not against the law. Christ did a good work on the Sabbath. It's not against the law to do a good work on the Shabbat. But they circumcised the man on the Shabbat. They could have waited till after the Shabbat. But they did it to keep from breaking the law of Moses. Same thing, Hebrew. I yield right there.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that out, bro. Judge not according to the appearance, and that's what I was trying to mention a while ago about chastisement and unrighteous judgment. Like to KG question, that's the scripture I was looking for right there. I'm glad you brought that out.
Praises. Praises. Let me just say this, and we gonna get deeper. Y'all can hear me? Am I sounding clear?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me just say this, and then Cortez, we're gonna bring out that Hebrews chapter 12. Um, understanding chastisement is God's correction given in love to keep Israel in alignment with laws, which is basically what Brother Stephen said. It in the midst of us asking these other questions, it is a necessary part of discipline meant to mold us in righteousness. The purpose of chastisement is, which we just in the midst of us answering these questions, we have brought these things out, and I'm just doing a rundown of the discussion we just had. But the purpose of chastisement is to correct errors and lead us back to obedience. Then it's to prevent further sin that could lead us to destruction. Also, last but not least, is to produce the fruit of righteousness in those trained by it. Now, let's give the contrast, in which the question we just asked. Unrighteous judgment. It stems from hypocrisy, personal bias, or a lack of understanding of God's commandments. It is warned against us, which Brother Stephen just showed us in the scripture. It is warned against us in the scriptures and considered sin. So you can put yourself in a situation where you're sinning when you're trying to, like Brother Stephen said, condemn somebody because you're trying to operate within something in order to make somebody else look bad. You're not doing it to uplift or to restore or to build up. You're doing it in a sense of condemnation. So the key difference here is that the core distinction between chastisement and unrighteous judgment is motive and authority, which we all have basically, in the midst of our questions, in the midst of us giving our answers, we all said this in our own little way. But let's get into these scriptures. Brother Cortez, bring Shalom, Brother Yeti, you all right?
I'm good, Ark. I'm just listening to the lesson, man, getting edified, man. Brother Stephen brought out a great point. I had to work back my comment.
All praises, all praises. Uh, let's get that in Hebrews, Brother Cortez.
All right. Hebrews 12, verse 1, and it reads, Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight, and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him that endureth such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your minds. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastising of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, and scourge every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastising, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
Wait a minute,
Furthermore,
Cortez. You said that word with conviction. What was that word you said? You are what?
Bastard.
Hey, what verse was that? What verse was that, Cortez?
Verse 8.
Okay, keep reading. Read down to 13.
All right, verse 9. Furthermore, we had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Stop right
Question
there.
mark.
Stop right there. Um, I just want to give this example. There are many of us that are, well, not are, that have been parents, are parents. And when I say that, I mean your children probably have grown. And some of us have younger ones. I have younger ones. Um, I had to whoop my son, y'all, this past weekend. I'm gonna tell you, it broke my little old heart. It broke my little old heart, but I knew I was doing the right thing because the scriptures tell us a part of discipline, you disciplining your child is whooping them to get them to understand that they did something wrong. I'm saying that to say this: how many of us have been in this shoe and been in these shoes where we're not whooping our child because we're angry. We're whooping our child because we want them to do better. We want them to understand that this is something that they're not supposed to do. We want them to understand that they are capable of doing better. And even when we are whooping our children or having to discipline our children, I should say, we are doing it out of love. So if you can understand this concept as a parent, as a mother, as a father, then you can understand what the Most High is saying right here in verse, what was that, 10? Well, no, that was verse, let me see. Yeah, that was verse 10. You can understand what he is saying throughout 1 through 13, which we're going to get.
That's 9. Salaki, that's 9
All right,
Hebrew.
appreciate it. You can understand what is being said in the context of Hebrews chapter 12. When we are, chastisement comes with a sense of love to it. Even though it is painful, it comes with a sense of love to it. Another example I want to give on this is this. When you get a cut and you want to clean the cut, so it'll heal faster. What do you do to it? You either put peroxide on it, um, Germ-X, or you put alcohol on it. When you do that process, does it not sting a little? Does it not hurt a little bit for a brief moment? And then it goes away. And then you put the Band-Aid on. A few days later, your finger back how it was. It's back healing, and it healed a little bit faster. When you look at it from that aspect, that's the whole purpose of chastisement. Yeah, it may hurt for a brief moment, but it's always for our embetterment. It's always to make something better. Go ahead, brother Cortez. Finish out that. We was at 10. Start at 10. Go to 13.
All right, Salaki. I just want to say on that what you was talking about that it broke your heart to whoop your son, man. I've been in that situation several times, even when my son was young. And kids get very crafty, bro. Like my son,
They do.
right before I whooped him, he said, "Daddy, I love you." And bro, it was hard to it was hard to go ahead and whoop him, but some told me go ahead and do what you gotta do. So I said, "I love you too." And I whooped him. And that Proverbs 13 and 24 came to my mind about you spare the rod, you spoil the
Mm-hmm.
child. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So, we have to do that, even though I understand what my mama used to say. She said, "This hurt me more than it hurt you." And I'm like, "How it hurting you? And I'm the one getting the whooping." But
Right.
I understand it now. She didn't want to discipline, had to put them hands on me, but she had to.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Salakia. Um, just on the topic that you on real quick. Now with my sons, they got whoopings. They got their butts tore up. With my oldest son, I might have whooped him a little bit too much. He was the first child, and I learned a lot with him and his younger, from about 5 up to about 8. I learned a lot because I really was whooping him too much. But I was learning. I was a new father. I had never raised a child. Not like I was just beating him, but
No, I get what you're saying.
it was to the point to where I could be playing with him or talking, and he would kind of flinch, and that bothered me. You know what I'm saying? And it caused me to reevaluate my chastisement with my child, because I didn't want to raise my children with fear, but with love. And I'm going to explain what I mean in just a second. And KG, I've told you this before when we talking about your kids.
Mm-hmm.
With my boys, I was rough on them, but I got a daughter that I never whooped her. I never chastised her, and she turned out to be very disrespectful. She doesn't regard me as her father in the way that she should. She'll talk to me crazy. She don't reverence me as her father or anything like that. She look at me like I'm just an outsider, even though I raised her ass. Excuse my language. But the point that I'm making is this. The Bible is true when it says, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Because my daughter is very disrespectful toward me, and I ain't never did nothing but be good to her. But because I didn't whoop her ass like I should have, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm using this word. I should have beat her ass. But because I didn't, she turned out the way that she is now. And I really hate it because of her disrespect. I don't deal with her at all. And I would love to have a relationship with my child, with my daughter. She's a young woman now. She's grown, married, and got a child to an Edomite, by the way. But if I would have chastised her the way that I should have, I thought that with her being a girl, I'm looking at it like I'm a man. I don't really need to whoop her. I let her mama do that, you know. But I was wrong. And now I know I was wrong, because if I would have followed the scriptures the way that I should have and chastised her the way that I should have, she would have turned out differently. But because of that, she is what she is today. And I just wanted to give that testimony just to show that the Bible is real. The scriptures are true. You try to be friends with your kids and you try to not whoop them because they're a girl and all that, you're going to get your feelings hurt later on. You better put this belt on their behind and make them mine.
Hey, can I bring some in it? Because I got a grown daughter too, and I understand what you're talking about. But one thing for certain and one thing for sure, I used to tell that little girl, hey, if you want a good nap, I'll knock you out. You're gonna get back up, but you're gonna be real rested and you're gonna have an attitude adjustment. And people, you say, why would you tell your daughter that? Because she understand. Hey, I understand. You know what? Have your emotional outbursts. You know, act out your feelings, but we're gonna understand them feelings. But once you get out of point, when you get out of sort, I ain't fixing them. There ain't gonna be no words. It's just gonna be straight up. And that could be whipping. You know what I'm saying? Because I understood how, and I feel for you, Stefan, when you talk about that, man. Because I understand you want to have a different type of rearing with your daughter, but they be the ones that be the hardest to deal with. They be the most hard headed one. So we just gotta understand, man. One thing we have to understand is that this place, this Babylon has taken everything out that we knew to be true that kept our kids in line, because they wanted our kids to go off because they are so scared of us waking up. And that's what's happening right now. That's why the world's going to crap right now, because we are waking up. We are actually the cause of all this. If you really want to be honest, because they got spooked when they saw them chariots in the air. So we just got to continue on praying for our children. Keep being, keep giving them that wise counsel. Let them know that it's okay. It's okay. We all mess up. but we just gonna have to deal with a whooping. Um, yeah, you're right. You raised them or the world do, and that they real good about that. They'll throw them in a prison, and it'd be worse than just giving them a whooping. So I just want
Mhm.
to bring that out because remember the American media was talking about how bad it was when somebody got caned over there in the Asian countries, but you didn't have a lot of foolishness going on over there. So, but I just want to bring out those points.
All
Y'all got me,
praise.
Man,
y'all got me nervous, man. I got a 9-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? But all praises that I got a I can say I got my bluffing on her at an early age. I probably whooped her probably 3 times out of her whole life. And now, like, I can raise my voice at her, man, and she'll cry like I done beat her to death. So I really don't have to put my hands on her, but she know I will put my hands on her if I have to. But
Hey,
yeah,
hey, Hebrew.
y'all got
I
me
hear.
nervous.
Hey, I hear you. I
Y'all
hear
got
what
me
you.
nervous.
I hear what you're saying. I understand, and I did the same thing. And I'm not saying that your daughter turned out like mine. All praise to the Most High. I pray to God she don't. She's a sweet little girl. But when they get out of line, you gotta chastise them.
Oh yeah,
You got to.
She know I bust her down.
Yep.
But
You
you,
got to.
but you know what? I'll say this, and this is one thing I did with my girl. Now I didn't appreciate when I came up. I didn't always understand why I got a whooping. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that crap was just straight emotional. And I'm not saying I got abused, but one thing I always try to do with her is I tell her, "Hey, do you understand why Dad had to do this?" And sit down with her and really give her to understand, even at a young age. Dad had to do that because you wasn't listening. And think about this, if you're not listening right now, what happens if you playing and the ball go out in the street and you got used to not listening to me? Something can happen to you. Dad won't know what to do. So Dad had to get you reined in, and
And
she understood it.
you know what? Yeah, that's so true because with my boys, every time that they got a whooping, I set them down and I talk with them before the whooping. And I explained to them why they were getting a whooping. I explained to them, I don't like whooping you. I don't like whooping you no more than you like getting a whooping. But since you don't seem to be able to understand that you shouldn't have did what you did, I gotta get you. And I'm gonna get you. And when they got to a certain age, I stopped whooping clothes. I told them, I said, if those whoopings I done gave you in the past didn't straighten you up, that means I need to quit whooping clothes. So I did that with my boys, and it hurt me, but I did it, and I should have did it across the board. And for anybody that's out there listening, take heed to what I'm telling you. Don't show favoritism between your boys, your sons, and your daughters because they both need it.
Hey, you said something very, very keen, bro, when you said sitting them down and explaining to them. And I think that don't happen as often as it should. And I thought I was the only one that done that. I'll tell my kids, man, like why I'm finna blast them. Because I don't want them getting a whooping, wondering why daddy whooping, which they already know because they know right from wrong. But I want to let them know the error that they made. And then we're gonna go on and handle business. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of I see um parents, they just get the whooping, man. The kid don't know what they're getting whooping for. And I think that's confusing. Sometimes they know, sometimes they don't know what they have done. But it's very, pivotal to tell them
But
before you.
Hey,
you
you know,
man,
know,
y'all made some excellent points, man. Y'all made some excellent points. I just got a question for KG.
What you got, brother?
Did you whoop my nephew on Easter?
hey, all you gotta know is he got up.
KG, KG, answer the question. Did you whoop him on Easter?
It was I don't keep up with that old holiday crap, but I know it was on a Sunday. It was just it was just past Sunday. It was
He
definitely
got to
this
be
Uh,
the
past Sunday.
he, man. You just made my nephew the first Negro child in all of Negrodom to get a whooping on Easter, man. KG, you ought to
uh.
be ashamed of yourself.
Hey,
You
hey,
are a heathen.
You a heathen,
That's what
KG.
you are. A heathen.
hey. I will say this though. To be honest, God truth, I remember my ex, my ex. She got on me because I did what was called a preemptive whooping. It wasn't bad. It was just wop 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 because I learned something from my daughter. That's me all day, and I know how I think. And when she had that look in her face, I like, you better not do it. She looked at me, proceeded to do it, try to do it, and before she even put her hand on it, already got her. Pop, pop, pop. And my ex was like, "Why did you do that?" I said, "It was a preemptive ass whooping. That's what it was." Why couldn't you just let her do that? I said, "Because I already knew she was gonna do. I just stopped her from doing it. Now she ain't gonna do it no more."
That's right.
And because she knew what she was when I learned by watching her that you know what you're doing. You are really trying to see how far you can go. And with my ex talked too much. She like, I'm gonna give you, 3 times. I said, babies know how to count, whether y'all realize it or not. They know how many times before they have to stop. That's why by the third time they quit. Because they already know you gonna hit them at the third time. So I said, I'm gonna end all that. It's gonna be one and done. So
That's good perspective right there, brothers. I wasn't expecting that analogy to go, to go as deep as it did, but all praises because somebody needed to hear that somewhere. Somebody needed to hear that somewhere. Where was I at though? Man, where we stopped at? Cause there was a 10 or was it 9? Well, no, it's 10. Start at 10 and read 13. Let's get deep into these scripts real quick. Like, okay.
All right, verse 10. For they verily for a few days chastise us after their own pleasure, but he
Mm.
for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastising, for the present seeming to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Therefore, lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed.
Now this goes 10 through 13 basically describes what we just got done talking about. The after effect of the whooping. Some of us, like Brother Yeti said, sometimes I'm only gonna give you one time. Hey, don't Christ, don't the Most High sometimes only give us one time, and then there's a couple other times. Hey, I'm gonna keep giving you a little rope. But after a while, this rope gonna yank you somewhere you don't want to be. See how it all correlates. Well, all right, so from there, let's go to Proverbs 3. Proverbs 3, I just want 11 and 12. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11 and 12.
Hey Hebrew, if you don't mind, before you move away from that Hebrew, do you mind if I bring out a couple scriptures?
Oh no, you can go ahead bring it out because hell, I'm not moving away from it. I'm just getting deeper into it. That's what I'm really
Okay,
doing.
okay, well go ahead. I just had a couple precepts I wanted to bring out. I'll wait though. Go ahead.
Well, after Cortez read this Proverbs, bring yours out.
Okay, go ahead.
All
All
right.
right. Proverbs 3, verse 11. My son, despise not this. Let me start over. So like, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither
Mm.
be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he corrected, even as a father, the son in whom he delighted. You said 13 too?
No, I just wanted 11 and 12.
Okay.
Just
All
11
right.
and 12. But because like I was telling Steph, this is just this is precepts, continuance, showing
Shalom,
that
Uncle Walter. Shalom, Uncle Walter.
shalom, just showing that the same way we look at parenting is the same way the Most High look at us. He calls us his children. So he probably, it ain't no probably to it. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28 for a second. I'm finna let you have it real quick, brother Steph. But in Deuteronomy 28, that was the warning right there. And think about it. When you tell your kids, hey, look, if you make straight A's in school or if you make straight A's in all your classes, I'm gonna make sure that you get something in return for your hard work, for your consistent work. But if you bring back home F's, I'm taking away your phone, I'm taking away the tablet, you ain't going outside, you won't get to play with your friends. It all correlates. And see, the chastisement within itself, you can get correction before you get the actual chastisement. Sometimes, for most of us, it took us getting that chastisement a whole bunch of times for us to get right. But then you have some of us that was able to understand the concept of, if I do this right, I won't never have to go through this. And I don't want to go through that. So I'm gonna make sure I do this the right way.
Hey, brother KG Salakia.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Hey, real quick, you just said something right there.
Mm-hmm.
You basically said what we need to be doing on Shabbat anyway. Taking a step back, thinking about it, meditating,
Mm-hmm.
and try to have an understanding of why we are in this mess. Not how to get out of it, but one thing that changed my life, and I quit looking at losses in my life the same way when I said every loss is a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the lesson in this? And once I started inquiring about the lesson, that's when I started getting more wisdom about things. I I yield.
All praise, brother.
I was gonna touch on that part when you said like where you do things so you don't have to suffer the consequences. Like for instance, my wife never got a whooping at all. I didn't understand it. I was like, you never got a whooping? But the reason why she didn't get a whooping, listening to her dad and her mom, she never was hard headed. She always did what she had to do because she was scared of a whooping. She understood, she seen her brother get whooping. So that made her, walk the straight and narrow line, amongst her parents so she wouldn't get a whooping. So
Mm-hmm.
it could be done if you fear the chastisement. You know what I'm saying? And that goes
Mm-hmm.
back to fearing the Lord, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
go ahead.
sir. Brad, what you got, brother Steph?
Um, I just wanted to go back to the top and go back to verse 1 and kind of look into a couple of those scriptures right there. And then
Talking about
Hebrews
Hebrew?
12 and 1.
Okay, bring it up.
Uh, right there where it says, wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which do it so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking
Mm-hmm.
unto Yeshua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of Yah.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at that, lay aside the weights and sin and run with patience, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't grow if you holding on to what's slowing you down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you holding on to what's slowing you down, it's like a weight tied around your waist with a belt, and you got a 200-pound weight behind you, and you trying to get to the top of a hill. All you got to do is turn around and hit the clip and unsnap it. But instead of you unsnapping it, you just keep running.
Mm-hmm.
You can't grow. You can't get to the top of the hill if you holding on to what's slowing you down. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. Let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 7, and let's read verse 5 through 9.
You said 2nd Esdras 7. All right.
5 through 9.
All right. 2nd Esdras 7 and 5, and it reads, "Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? Question mark. If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. And if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Question mark. And I said, it is so. Wait a minute. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because for their sake I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed.
What verse you at, Cortez?
I'm at 11 now. What do you say go to?
Verse 9.
Salaki, my bad. My bad.
Go back and read verse 9 for me.
If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
So how can we receive the inheritance of the kingdom of the Most High God, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we don't walk this narrow path, if we're not chastised, if we're not corrected, if we don't receive a quote unquote whooping. Cortez, go to 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and read 24 through 27. Stop on verse 27, Hebrew.
1 Corinthians
9, 24 through 27.
All right. And it reads, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? Question mark. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we in incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly. So fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection.
All right, stop right there. All right, 1 Corinthians 9 and 24, it says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you run in a race, everybody can't win. It's only one person gonna get that prize. It says, so run that ye may obtain. We got to run this race like we the only one gonna make it, KG.
That's right.
We got to live this life that was given to us by the Most High God in the keeping of his commandments like we the only one that's gonna get the kingdom. We can't worry about the one to our left hand or to our right hand. We got to stay on this narrow path and run this race like it ain't nobody else getting in except for me. And
That's
then it
right,
says, in every man that striveth for the mastery, intemperate in all things, is temperate in all things. Now, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. See, right now, in this world, on the broad and the wide road, the crown that we're running, the race that we're running, and the crown that we're trying to obtain is a corruptible crown. Moth can come in and they can eat it. It deteriorates. It's not everlasting. It says, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. Bringing our body into subjection eliminates the need of chastisement, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. When I have preached to others, don't be a hypocrite. Don't teach the kingdom to other people, and when it get to the end, you one of the ones that don't get in. Because you couldn't take the chastisement. Last one, Hebrew, Galatians 5 and 7. Galatians chapter 5 and verse 7. It said, ye did run well. You ran well. Who did hinder you that you should not obey the truth? This persuasion cometh not of him that calleth you. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. I have confidence in you through the Lord that ye will be none otherwise minded. But he that troubleth you shall bear his judgment, whosoever be he. So we got to run this race in the fear of the chastisement or the judgment of the Most High God, in a race to where we the only one in the race. It ain't but one person getting in the kingdom, and that's going to be me. That's how we got to live our life every day, Hebrew. And we can avoid a lot of the chastisement of the Most High God. We still going to have struggles. We still going to have trials and tribulations. But trials and tribulations of this world is different than the chastisement of the Most High God or the judgment from the Most High God for a sin that you committed. I yield.
Praise, brothers. Y'all got anything before I go deep into this point?
Yeah, I do. If none of the brothers have anything yet. Now you brother Stephen, you were on something. With that same timbre, can you also talk about when the devil show up? And now you're dealing with the decision of chastisement and test. Is anybody there?
What you say, bro?
Hey, you were on to something in the same and keep it in the same vein. I was looking at adding the portion of where, like, when Hashatan came to Christ to tempt him. In that, I wanted to see if you what you had in the tank. What you had in the tank regarding that, because that's important too. When the devil show up, because whenever we're on the right track and we're doing something to avoid the chastisement, the devil always come to try to trip us up.
Well, if you just go right into that Hebrews right there, that 12, and you look at that 3 and 4, it'll go into what you're talking about. Let me get back over there to it, Hebrew. Give me 1 second.
I got you, bro. You said Hebrews 12 and 3?
3 and 4. Yeah, bring it out.
Hebrews 12, 3 and 4, and it reads, for consider him that endureth such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin.
So that goes to what you're talking about when Christ was being tempted, right? Because it says consider Christ, because you haven't resisted unto blood yet. When Christ was being tempted in the wilderness, Christ had already been fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. When he was tempted by Satan, he was in a vulnerable state. And what Christ is telling us right here is, y'all haven't even resisted unto blood. I done been through the stuff that I've gone through. Y'all hadn't even been through it.
Yes, sir.
If you go to First Peter 4 and read verse 12 and 13.
1 Peter 4:12. You said 1 Peter 4,
12 and 13.
all right, 12, and it reads, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
That's right. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are ye. For the spirit of glory and of God rested upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified.
Mm-hmm.
This is talking about fiery trials. It's talking about temptation. It's talking about chastisement. These are things that we're going to have to deal with. Cortez, get Matthew 10 and 38, Hebrew.
Hey, can I get that 19 before we go to that Matthew?
Go ahead.
It says, Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing, as unto a faithful creator. So,
All right, expound on that.
and I mean, and even in your suffering, you gotta look at who you're suffering for, what you are suffering for. You know what I'm saying? You can't think carnal or think and get lost in your own mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's his will. It says, Wherefore let them suffer according to the will of God. So it's his
Mm-hmm.
will that he's allowing you to go through that. And you know, the world got a saying that God bring you to it, he'll bring you through it.
That's right.
So it says to commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing, as unto a faithful creator.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to endure to the end, no matter how hard it may be.
And Cortez, we gonna suffer chastisements because
Right.
what? We gonna make
Mm-hmm.
mistakes because we're not perfect as Christ was
Right.
perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a part. It's a part of the walk.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly. Exactly.
We gonna face those fiery trials.
Mm-hmm.
Get that Matthew 10 and 38, Cortez.
All right, Matthew 10 and 38, and it reads in his red letter, And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. Ooh.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. What is Christ talking about?
Hey, you
If
got to
you're
take up
not
your
going to be
cross.
able to, if
My
you're
bad.
not going to be able to suffer the temptations, the trials, the tribulation, the chastisement, you're not even worthy to follow after him. In verse 39 say, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life shall, for my sake, shall find it. He that
Mhm.
receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me, which is the Father.
Get that 41, Hebrew.
He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And
Let's go.
whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
Mm.
So as we walk after Christ, as we take this chastisement, as we go through the trials and the tribulations and the hardships for Christ's name's sake, we ain't talking about for no manly, no worldly stuff.
Right.
We setting ourselves up to receive that reward. Last script, KG. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 3 and read 1 through 6.
Wisdom of Solomon 3, verse 1. You said 1 through 6. All
That's
right,
right.
let's get it. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. And the
Stop.
sight of
Stop.
all right,
The souls of the righteous are in the hands of who?
of God,
And what shall not touch them?
and no torment shall touch them.
Okay. back to the beginning of the lesson when Brother KG was talking, and I brought up Job, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The exception.
Mm-hmm.
The exception. Because what do this scripture say? Read it again, Cortez.
But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God. You got to be
Was
righteous.
Job's life not in the hand of the Most High God?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
because he
sir.
was righteous.
Did he not allow Job to be tempted? Did he
Yes,
not
sir.
allow Job to suffer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Cortez.
And there shall no torment touch them.
If the Most High wouldn't have allowed Satan to do what he did to Job, it wouldn't have happened. The Most High allowed that
Mm-hmm.
for our learning.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, read, Hebrew.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for
see,
measure.
in the sight of the unwise, when one of us leave this earth, they think we dead.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that we going to be with the Father. They don't know about the second resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
That's the unlearned, the unwise.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the chastisement of the Most High, we made it over. Because of those whoopings, we got it right. Because of those hardships, because the Most High was whooping us, because we are his own and we're not bastards, as Cortez said a while ago. We got the king.
Yes, sir.
Read,
Yes,
Cortez.
sir.
And they're going from us to be utter destruction. But
See,
they are.
think when we die, those that are righteous, when we die, we're going for destruction. We've been destroyed. But no, read, Cortez. We got to be tried as gold in the fire. Go ahead, Hebrew.
But they are in peace. For they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
So even though it looked like the righteous might be getting punished by the eyes of man,
Mm.
the Most High got a plan. Read, Hebrew.
Man, that hit, hey, Salakia. Them scriptures right there, bro, I needed that. Them scriptures hit me hard. He hit home. All right, verse 5. Having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. Oh,
wait a minute. Having been a little what?
A little chastised, they shall be
because
great.
you got a little chastisement. The Most High said, it's a little. You ain't been through nothing. It's just a little. But because you went through that little, what happened, Cortez?
But God proved them.
He proved us through his chastisement. Go ahead, read.
And found them worthy for himself.
That's right.
As gold in the furnace had he tried them and received them as burnt offerings.
All praises to the Most High. There you go, Yeti.
Dang.
All praise. All praise. Hey, let's get
I need that.
Yes, sir. That was very, very, very powerful, brother. Very powerful. Indeed. Let's get that Psalms 94 and 12.
Psalms 94 and 12.
Yes, sir. Just to add on to what Brother Stephen just brought out. Because he was
know
talking
you.
about what he just brought out was showing you that the purpose of the chastisement is for a greater ending.
Right.
Bring it out.
Psalms 94 and 12, and it reads, Blessed is the man whom thou chastest, O Lord, and teaching him out of thy law.
Now I'm gonna use an example. In this. Cortez, go to 2 Samuel chapter 12 and read. We're gonna read 1 through 14.
All right, 2 Samuel 12, starting at verse 1. You said 1 through what?
1 through 14.
All right, and it reads, And the Lord sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him, and said unto him, There were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing, save one little ewe lamb, which he bought and nourished up. And it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat, and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd, to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him. But took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man, that was come to him. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man. And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, the man that hath done this thing shall surely die. And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing and because he had no pity. And Nathan said to David, thou art the man. Thus said the Lord God of Israel, I anointed the king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master wives into thy bosom, and gave thee
Mhm.
the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the wherefore thou hast despised the commandment of the Lord to do the evil in his sight? Question mark. Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and had slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife.
Stop right there. Now, we all know what David did. Behind what David did, David got punishment. The child that he had with Bathsheba, the first child he had, it ended up dying. That was the punishment, among other things. That was the punishment. But look what it made David do. David put on his sackcloth. David fasted. David repented. David eventually was given another son because the Most High acknowledged the fact of everything that he did during this chastisement. Sometimes we make the mistake of pouting. And when I mean pouting, I mean to say we're complaining about the judgment. We're complaining about the thing in which is going on instead of going through it. Instead of dealing with it and using this time to properly get closer, using this chastisement to keep your eye on the prize. And I'm setting this up for now because I'm setting this up now to make a bigger point later on. Because the way Nathan did this is going to be a correlation later on down in the lesson. How much time I got? Okay, I got enough time. But with that being said, if we go to, and we ain't got to go to this Cortez, but if you go to Psalms 51, Psalms 51 shows you where David eventually appreciated that chastisement. He appreciated being able, the forgiveness that the Most High gave him, the second chance that the Most High gave him.
So like,
Come
uh,
on with it.
did you want me to finish those last three out?
Yeah, you can finish them out. Finish them out.
Okay. Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor. And he
Mhm.
shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this sun. For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel, and before the sun. And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, the Lord also hath put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die. Howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Lord. Hold on. To the enemies of the Lord to blaspheme. The child also that is born unto thee shall surely die. Mm, that's
Mhm.
14 in Hebrew.
Praise. Now, what Nathan did is something that we all have experienced in our life. And sometimes we take this, what Nathan did, wrong. And truth be told, brothers and sisters, that's a part of the problem. That's a part of the problem, which goes back to what I was saying earlier about, sometimes we pout through the chastisement. We whine, we complain. But just like we seen David go through it, he put himself in that situation. Aren't we where we at today because of what our forefathers did. They put us in this situation, but we were still there with them, like Brother Mikael went through in his lesson. So, with that being said, some of these things be self-inflicted. So, why are you complaining about the chastisement when the chastisement is put in place for you to redeem yourself and make yourself better from the equation itself? Now, let's go to my. Do I want to go there just yet? We Matt Steph did that. Matthew, go to Romans 2:1. And this we're going, I'm going into the next point just to show a contrast here later down the road.
So you're going
Romans,
somewhere.
yeah, I'm going somewhere. Romans 2:1.
Romans 2:1. It didn't read. Wherefore thou art inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art, thou judgest. For wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. For thou that judgest does the same thing.
So this goes back into the question in which we asked earlier in the lesson. I think we have especially Brother Stevie did a fantastic job of distinguishing the purpose of chastisement, the good that comes out of it, even though it may be painful. And now we're gonna take a slight turn and go into the unrighteous aspect of it. Why are we doing this, Brother KG? Because even in chastisement, you might have to go through some type of unrighteous judgment. Let's go back to Brother Stephen's example with the exception. Didn't Job go through unrighteous judgment? Didn't
Mm.
he have didn't he have to experience that from his loved ones? Didn't he have to experience that from his friends, his wife, people in the community, mainly his friends and his wife, but y'all get what I'm saying. They knew the caliber of person Job was, and yet, Brother Stephen, what did they do? They continue to badmouth him and say, you must have
Mm-hmm.
did something. You
They
must have
shunned him.
exactly.
Now, what you said, bro?
I was saying that I was really throwing you an alley saying that even though Job was the exception, he still went through phases of unrighteous judgment. It was a part of the chastisement in a sense. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. I would agree that it wasn't chastisement, but a test.
Yeah, it was
That
it
Job
was a
went
part
through.
of it. It was a part of it. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, that's correct. That's right.
Praise it. Hey, Cortez, get that James 4:11 and 12.
James 4:11 and 12. Where you at, James? James 4, verse 11, and it reads, speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother, and judgeth his brother, speaketh evil of the law, and judgeth the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge. There is one lawgiver, who is able to save and to destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? Question mark.
Sometimes, brothers and sisters, I'm finna have to. I'm doing a deep contrast on this because, like I just gave in my last example, sometimes we fail to realize that this is a part of the chastisement. We look at it as people are picking, people are choosing sides, people are choosing to badmouth you. But in all actuality, that's just the Most High allowing you to go through the test so it can build you up and you'll cling stronger to Him. But in the midst of that, we have to be able to understand these things. Give me Isaiah, Brother Cortez, give me Isaiah 58:1. Then, Brother Stephen, if you don't mind, give me Galatians 6:1.
Isaiah 58:1 reads, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
All praise it. Now, Brother Stephen, bring out that Galatians 6:1 to precept it.
Want me to grab it?
Yeah, go ahead and grab it. He might be doing something.
All right, Galatians 6 and 7,
6 and 1.
6 and 1, and it reads,
Mm-hmm.
Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
Least thou also be tempted.
Can I get
Now,
verse 2 too, Hebrew, if we got time?
yeah, we got time. Bring it up.
Bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of Christ. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
See, here's the common denominator of all this. All of us go through chastisement.
Yes, sir.
All of us deal with this in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
All of us have went through unrighteous judgment.
Yes, sir.
We have to learn to not let these things tear us down, not let these things hinder our walk, but
Mm-hmm.
elevate it, because it's all a part of the chastisement. It's all a
Critique,
part of the test.
critique it.
Yes, sir. Not only that, but we also have to be willing. Like, read that verse 2 again, brother Cortez.
Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ.
See, tonight's lesson is just showing the beauties of chastisement, because the chastisement within itself is to show you who is really here for you, who is
Mm-hmm.
walking this thing out with you, who
Mm-hmm.
is here to reach the finish line with you.
Yes, sir.
And in the midst of that, we tend to, like I said earlier, fall short because we get focused on the external things, the things that really don't matter. Reason why I brought out Isaiah 58:1 is because in Isaiah, in Jeremiah, in Salaki, in Ezekiel, getting tongue tied, but in those books, they were sent to warn their people. They were sent to uplift their people and tell them, hey, especially in, like, when you read Isaiah 58:1, you have to read from 1 all the way down to 7 and understand that Isaiah was saying what he was saying because everybody was looking like they was doing the part, but in their heart, they weren't moving the way that they were supposed to be moving. They weren't going about things the way that they needed to go about it. They was looking the role, they was praying in the street so everybody could see, but in their hearts, they weren't right.
Vanity.
Yes. And we all have had Isaiahs in our life. We have all have had Ezekiel's, Jeremiah's. And we got to learn from the mistakes of our forefathers. These people are put in our lives not to condemn us, not to tear us down, but to remind us of where we need to go, remind us of what we need to do. Because sometimes we have all gotten off track at some point in this walk. And that's okay because that's human. It happens to the best of us. But with that still being said, don't use this as ammunition to find an excuse not to do what you're supposed to do. And on the flip side of that, understand that when you are crying out and sparing not, you are only doing this because you love this person, you care for this person. These things are supposed to be done with love. They're supposed to be done with compassion, not because you're trying to embarrass anybody, or not because you're trying to belittle somebody or make yourself seem big, but it's all for the sake of this person getting back on track. See, go back to Galatians 1, Cortez, and let me get there with you, because it's a part that I really wanna hone in on. Let me get there with you. Sorry, I went somewhere else. Read that Galatians 6:1 again.
Galatians 6 and 1 reads, Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual,
Mhm.
restore such a one in the spirit of meekness.
Restore. Stop
Mm-hmm.
right there. Let's stop and restore. See, the key words here is Brethren, if a man be overtaken in fault, ye which are spiritual. See, Isaiah 51 and Galatians 6 and 1 correlate with each other because they are spiritual. Because the
Mm-hmm.
spiritual purpose of crying out and sparing not is to restore your brother, to restore your sister, and help them
Mm-hmm.
get back on track. The
Not
spiritual,
condemn.
yes, the spiritual purpose of Galatians 6 and 1 is to restore your brother because he committed a fault. The fault being
Mm-hmm.
a sin. Such as one in spirit of meekness. Meekness, man, hey, you will be amazed. And my brothers are my witnesses on here. Um, you'll be amazed how many times Brother Stephanie had to correct me. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed how many times Brother Mikael had to show me something. You'll be amazed the conversations me and Cortez have had where he's showing me things and I'm showing him things, and it's both making us better.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers in my line.
Hey, you ain't lying, bro. Cause hey, it's
Oh,
been times when you gave me some tough love, and I received it because I knew that it was for my betterment, and it was for my walk to be as the way it should be. And we just you got to receive when people trying to give you some meekness and give you this Galatians 6 and 1. But go ahead, Hebrew.
go ahead, Brother Steph. What you got? You was gonna say
Um,
something?
yeah, I was just gonna say, we all definitely encourage one another. Sometimes it's through correction, you know. Sometimes I'm not gonna say chastisement. I wouldn't use that word, but it's through correction. It's through not agreeing with each other on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, being willing to say, no, bro, I don't agree with that, or hey, bro, I think you going off on that. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
all a part of correction. That's all a part. It's a form of chastisement. You know, if you know, you could call that chastisement, but it's through the spirit of the Most High, using another brother or another sister to say, well, no, I gotta chastise you on this, bro. No, you were wrong. You know what? I will say that we've chastised each other before. I use that word. Just thinking about a few things.
Well, just to add on to what you're saying, it's a lot, not to cut you off, but see the purpose. See, this, and now we're at that full circle moment that I was just talking about when we was in First Samuel. See, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, they was talking to a nation of people, but it was for the purpose of restoration because he loved his people, and he had a duty that the Most High gave him to complete. Nathan was only talking to David. Now he gave him a story. He let David, he set David up with a good story, and then he corrected him and said, "Man, this story about you because this how you moving." But
Can I get a script?
yes, sir. But
Let's go to Exodus chapter 18.
okay, and while we getting that, brothers and sisters, the purpose of the chastisement, the chastisement, the Galatians 6 and 1, the Isaiah 58 and 1, it's all for restoration. It's all for love purposes, for not because you saying like you were in love with this person, or you in a sense you do have to have love for your brother or your sister, because when you in doing so, you're wanting them to stay on the right path. In doing so, you wanting them to move correctly because you don't want to see your sister or your brother stumble. So the purpose of this, the chastisements that we go through, the purpose of brothers crying out and sparing not, the purpose of us making sure one brother is straight is for restoration. Because we've spent centuries not restoring each other, and look where it has gotten us. Go ahead, brother Steph.
Hey, real quick before Steph gets started, I was gonna say, here's a visual for everybody, and I'm sorry for interrupting. Think about this. Think about that brother or sister in that fire, in that flame, and you could have stopped that. And if you turn your back on that person, you really didn't love your brother. And it goes back to that scripture where he said, how can you say you love me, but you never seen me, but you see your brother every day?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I wanted to bring out. Just think about that visual of them burning.
All praise. What you wanted in Exodus, brother Steph?
Exodus chapter 17, and let's start at verse 13 and read down to verse 26.
You want 17 or 18, bro? You said
Chapter
18.
chapter 17, started 13.
Okay.
Exodus chapter 18.
Oh, okay.
I knew he said 18. That's why I reminded him back to the 18.
Got you.
All right. 18 to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on.
You initially said chapter 18, then you said 17. So I was just trying to see which one.
No. I always said chapter 18. I didn't change the chapter.
Okay.
But
That
I'm
would
just
probably
looking at
make
what
Okay.
verse I wanted.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Let's start at Exodus 18, start at verse 13. We're gonna read down to verse 26.
All right. Exodus 18 and 13. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, What is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening?
Stop. So Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, is watching his son-in-law stretch himself thin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's remember who Moshe is, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is God's man. This is the man that led the whole entire house of Israel out of captivity in Egypt. This is the man that goes straight to the Mount Sinai and speaks with the Most High God through the Spirit of Christ, right?
That's
On
right.
the mount. Now, this is who Jethro is talking to, right? Jethro said, man, hold on. He's questioning what he doing. He questioning Moses. He said, what is this that you doing that you got these people standing before you all day and all night? What are you doing? Read, Cortez.
Verse 14. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, What is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening? And Moses,
Stop. He said, why is you sitting alone? Why are you doing this all by yourself? All these people standing here in front of you from the morning all the way to the evening, and you trying to do this by yourself. Pick it up at 15, Cortez.
and Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of God.
Stop. Moses told Jethro, I'm the only man. God give me the word, and I give a word to the people. This why they coming to me. Read, Cortez, 16.
When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another. And I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws.
Stop. Moses said, so when they come to me with their problems, they'll stand before me, and I tell them how to solve this thing based upon the laws of the Most High God. That's what I'm doing. All right, Cortez, let's go.
All right. Verse
17.
17. Moses' father-in-law said unto him, The thing that thou doest is not good.
Stop. Remember, he talking to Moshe now. He talking to Moses. He said, hey, this thing that you doing, it ain't good. He chastising Moses. He said, hey, this thing that you doing, son, this ain't good. All right, let's go, Cortez.
Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee.
Stop.
For this,
he said, this is not good because you going to wear yourself out and you going to wear these people out. This thing that you doing, it ain't good for you or the people. All right, Cortez.
for this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art
This judgment or this chastisement that he's given Moshe is out of love. Are y'all catching that, family, in the chat? Brothers on the chat?
Yes, sir.
Brothers on the panel?
It's for his betterment. He trying to make the situation better for him.
And he loved his son-in-law. He said, no, son, this ain't good for you. This ain't good for your health, man. You can't do this all by yourself. All right, read, Cortez.
All right. For this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
See,
Hearken.
you ain't able to. This is not healthy for you to try to do this by yourself, son. I'm your father-in-law. You married to my daughter. I'm like, back in those days, a father-in-law was just as a father. He's saying, no, son, this ain't gonna work. You gonna kill yourself. Let me chastise you for a minute in righteousness because I love you and I'm watching you tear yourself down. You tired, you wore out. All right, come on, Cortez, 19.
Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God.
Stop. He said, hearken now to my voice, Moses, God's man. I will give you counsel, and the Most High shall be with thee. Be thou for the people towards God, to Godward, that thou mayest bring causes unto God. All right, pick it up at 20, Cortez.
And thou shalt teach them ordinance and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth,
Stop.
hating.
He said, moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men. He telling Moses, take some of this burden off of your shoulders, man. Get you some righteous men that's of truth. He said, moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people such as fear God. See, he's giving Moses chastisement and wise counsel because this is a chastisement out of love. Moses was doing it wrong. And it's okay to be told that we wrong about some things. You got to be able to. If Moses would have been prideful, Moses would have said, man, you can't tell me what to do. I talk to God. But he didn't do that. He was humble. Read, Cortez.
All right. Hating covenants, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties and rulers of tens. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee.
Stop. So he telling Moses, you deal with the Most High. But these are the type of men that you need to have. That way you can trust them to do what's right. But you deal with the Most High and you let them deal with the people. You get you some men that you deal with. You deal with the Most High and that small group of men. You let them deal with the multitudes of the people. Take some of this burden off of you, man. You got to take a break. You got to get some rest. All right.
If thou shalt do this thing, and God command thee so, then thou shalt be able to endure. And all this people shall also go to their place in peace. So Moses hearkened unto the voice of his father-in-law, and did all that he said. And Moses chose able men out of Israel, and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of 10.
Stop. Now, right now to the day, you got assemblies that do this.
Mm-hmm.
You got brothers that'll tear them down for that. No, they're not Moses. But when you got a huge congregation, that's how you got to deal. You got to have other men that help you do the work.
That's right.
That's why these brothers operate that way, because they saw it in the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
All right, finish that 26 out, Cortez.
All right, Salakia. You know, the scripture, the Bible tells us that, you know, the body has many members. You know, you got to utilize your members. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So
That's right.
that's what I see in this verse, you know, and what you're bringing out. But all right, verse 26. And they judged the people at all seasons. The hard causes they brought unto Moses, but every small matter they judged themselves. And
Go
Moses
read 27.
and Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way into his own land.
So Jethro stayed there to chastise his son-in-law, to give him wise counsel. And then he knew it was wise counsel. That's why he told Moses, take it before the Most High and see what he say about it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That lets you know that he done this out of love. So this was a chastisement out of love, not an unrighteous judgment. I yield right there, Hebrew.
Praises. Praises. And I'm actually glad that you brought that out when you did, because like that's we can stop it right there. But as I close, I want to just say this. It's stuff that we have to unpack, and understanding that chastisement is rooted in love and the desire to correct according to God's word. It comes with humility, understanding, and obedience to his laws. So we also have to reflect accountability and long suffering towards others. This is all in one when you are actually going through something. See, the chastisement comes down from the Most High, of course. But in the midst of that chastisement, you're supposed to have that which Brother Stephen was just bringing out in Exodus to get through it. You're supposed to have that guidance to get through it, that correction, that understanding, taking accountable for what you may have caused yourself to be in chastisement for, and us getting through it together. And on the flip side of that, when you look at things from an unrighteous judgment, it can be rooted in self-righteousness, hypocrisy, or pride. It applies human standards instead of God's law. It tears down rather than build up, which is another reason why I like the way Brother Stephen just brought that out in Exodus, because here you see when, even though he was correcting something that he needed to, even though Moses' father-in-law was correcting him in an area that he needed it at, he still did it in love. And because of that love, because of that correction, because of that of Moses doing what Brother Stephen did, listening and not feeling arrogant in the sense like I don't have to listen to you, it started something that is still being carried out today, especially with us waking up now. So we have to understand that chastisement is a loving correction aligned with God's law and his humility. Well, and it will not, it's done in humility, excuse me. And unrighteous judgment is hypocritical. It's based on a human bias and most of the time rooted in pride. So that's why we always have to check our hearts and our actions and make sure they're always lined up with God's word before we cast a judgment on somebody else. With that being said, correction is not about condemnation, but it's about reconciliation with God, building up our brothers and sisters in the faith. Give me Corsair real quick, give me 1 Corinthians 13, 1 and 2.
All right, First Corinthians, what was that chapter again? Hebrew Salaki.
1 Corinthians 13, 1 and 2.
All right, and it reads, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing.
Read it one more. Hold on. Let me make sure I wrote that down correctly. Hold on, brother.
Hey, I like that. Hey, I like that. Cause hey,
Read it one. Read it one more time for me
the
if you don't
greatest,
mind.
the greatest uh uh fruits of the spirit is what? Charity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And I have the
Yes, yes,
gift of
sir.
prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge. And though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. So even though you have the gifts, you can break down scriptures, you can precept on precept, you can uh uh speak in Hebrew, you can do all these things, bro, and you can have the gift to move mountains, the faith to move mountains, Salaki. But if you ain't doing no charity and you ain't helping nobody, bro, just out of the abundance of your heart helping somebody, it says
Mm-hmm.
you are nothing. Even with all that you have, you still nothing. But go ahead.
Read 3 and 4 with it.
And
Read
though
three and
I
four with it.
bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profits me nothing. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envies not. Charity vaunteth not itself. It is not puffed up.
So
Keep on.
correction. No, no, that's it.
Okay.
Go to Sirach. Go to Sirach 20 and 9. Correction absent of love is empty and it lacks effort.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta always keep that in mind.
You said Sirach what, Hebrew?
20 and 9.
All right, Sirach 20 and 9, and it reads, there is a sinner that had good success in evil things, and there is a gain that turneth to loss. My bad, to loss. Let me read it again.
No, no, that's good.
Okay, all right.
Because as I close, brothers and sisters, righteousness, right, so like righteous chastisement is essential for restoring the sinner and helping them grow in truth. However, unrighteous judgment rooted in hypocrisy or pride damages relationships, creates division, and contradicts God's commandments. So keep in mind that we're all going through some form of trial. We're all going through some form of tribulation. What's going to help us get to the next part we need to get to, according to where the Most High and Christ want us to be, is understanding that we have to do this together. There are certain parts that it's understood that we're not going to be able to do together because there's some of them you have to do on your own. But with that still being said, if Brother Stephen is going through something, as his brother, I need to stand by him and make sure that he's good spiritually, physically, so on and so forth. Same way with Brother Cortez, same way with Brother Yeti, same way with Brother Mikael, because that's what the scriptures require us to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brother Stephen has said some stuff that hurt my feelings before, y'all, but I love him for it.
What?
You have. You didn't. You didn't correct me sometimes. You remember that time we was having that conversation and I was quiet for 30 minutes straight. I didn't say nothing. Don't act like you don't remember. I remember it clear as day. Clear as day. Hey, brother Stephen got on my he got on me, y'all. I ain't gonna say what he said earlier, but he got on me, y'all. And for 30 minutes straight, I had to sit there, be quiet, and take it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I ain't gonna act like I did. I didn't like it, but I give all praise to the Most High for it because it made me better today. It made me
I
stronger
like
today.
it.
All praise.
You wasn't even on the phone. But to give a contrast to that, when I first got in here, y'all, brother Mikael could hear my nervousness. He could hear all my mistakes. Brother Mikael called me one day and said, "Hey, calm down. You got a thing for this. You are capable of doing this." Brother Mikael, then you called me and tell me that one day. You got a gift to
Yes,
teach.
sir.
Don't run away from it. It may be rough now, but I promise you, you're gonna get better. And if you need any help with anything, let me know.
Oh, praise.
But that gave me the motivation to keep going. In the same way, like I said with me and Brother Cortez, we have had conversations where, hey, it was painful for both of us.
Right. Right.
It was painful for both of us.
Yes, sir.
But we in a better space today.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
So, like I said, righteous chastisement is essential for restoring,
Mm-hmm.
helping each other grow. And if
Right.
we not doing that, what are we doing? Because we done did everything else the wrong way. We know how to do it wrong. It's easy to do it wrong.
Right.
Let's do it the right way.
Yes, sir.
Let's get the kingdom. That's all I'm saying. And with that, brothers and sisters, I close. This has been my lesson for tonight. I hope somebody was able to glean something from it. Um, I just give praises to the Most High for this because I had a different direction that I wanted to go with tonight's lesson. Um, I was actually talking to my brother Dark about it. I think Tuesday, yeah, well not Tuesday, but Monday. We was talking about a whole nother lesson, and the Most High said, "You need to put that lesson on hold, and I need you to do this." So of course, we got to be obedient and do what He's saying. That's what I did. So I just hope whoever was supposed to receive it tonight, I pray that you was able to receive it. And that's all I got, brothers. Y'all got anything?
All praise to the Most High Hebrew, man. I give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shai, for giving you this lesson, Hebrew. I definitely pray that somebody was edified, and we always gonna glorify the Most High God in everything that we do. Great lesson, Hebrew. Great edification. It was delivered the right way.
Yes, sir.
So all praise to the Most High. All
I
praise.
pray.
Yeah, y'all pray for brother Mikael family. Uh, these brothers be picking on me all the time, so y'all pray for me to be strong in the faith. Great lesson, KG.
Who picked on
Man,
That's all I got. That's all I got.
him?
Hey,
hey, hey,
I just want to say all praise to the Most High, man, for your obedience, Hebrew, and for your growth, man. I just want to let you know I see your growth, bro, and you growing in this thing, and just stay 10 toes down, man, and trust him. Trust the process. You know what I'm saying? And just keep doing the will of the Father. And like I said, another great lesson in the books, man. All praises. Yes, sir.
all praise, all praise. I appreciate that, brother. Brother Mikael, you too tired to be picked on, man.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all pray for me, family. They be on me. Brother Stephen be on me. Cortez be on me. KG done started, done picked up on brother Stephen and brother Cortez
Man,
ways.
I be
Y'all
laughing. I
pray
don't be
for us.
saying nothing.
Y'all pray for us.
Family, he needs no sympathy at all from anybody. Don't fall for the shenanigans because he does all the picking on. I
Mhm.
mean, we got Wednesday night prayer,
That's right.
prayer call at 8 o'clock Wednesday night, tomorrow night. Friday night, we'll have Put Your Weight on It. Friday, Brother Eliyahu and Yeti will be bringing the Shabbat morning lesson at 11 a.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know those brothers will bring some fire. They always do.
Yes, sir.
Then the following Shabbat, we will be meeting again in person for class. So everybody just make preparations for that. We thank the Most High for his feast days, for the Passover and for the unleavened bread. And we just thank him for his word, for his Holy Spirit, and for his son, Yahweh Shai, that we can be forgiven of our sins, and for the covering that he's given our people in these perilous times.
Yes, sir.
Rumors of wars going on all around us, gas prices through the roof, food prices through the roof.
Woo.
But somehow the Most High still continue to make a way for his people, and we praise him for that. We pray for the soon destruction of our open enemies that have held us in captivity, in derision for hundreds of years. We pray that the Most High will come back to judge our enemies. We pray that by the time he does come, that the remnant of the house of Israel got their stuff together.
Yes, sir.
So let us strive to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. No excuses, no shortcuts. Let's get it right, family.
Hey, Brother Steph, who teaching that on that third Shabbat?
You.
No, it'll be on me.
Oh, it's on you. I thought it was on me.
You say, Brother Cortez, Brother Steph?
Is it on you, KG?
I thought it was on Brother Cortez.
It might be on Brother KG.
Hey, you know what? I know the greatest way to settle this. We should just play rock, paper, scissors, or everybody we just pick straws, and whoever gets the shortest straw got to do it.
Well, I know
think that's a great idea.
I talk. Well, you talk. I talk. Then Brother Mikael talk. So yeah, it's on you.
It's on Cortez, right?
It's on Brother KG.
Yeah, it's on KG.
Oh my.
Oh, it's KG.
Yep.
All praise.
Man, y'all sure y'all don't want to pick straws?
So next Tuesday, Brother Mikael, you'll be taking KG place.
You say Tuesday? Next Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got
you. Yep.
I got you, Hebrew. I gotta take care of that.
Okay.
Then I'll keep my Friday night, and then that next following, it'll be back on me. Mike, you can have my Friday night. KG can get his Tuesday night back.
All right, I'll do that Friday 2 weeks from now.
Yes, sir.
I got you. All
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. But all praise family. We appreciate y'all. If y'all brothers don't have anything else, I'm gonna take us up out of here.
Man, take us away. Oh, we do shout out, Hebrew.
Oh yeah, shout out. That's right.
Yes, Sister Kia, we will still be on YouTube. The lesson will be it will be live. We just having, for those that want to come in and fellowship, we're having an in-person class.
That's right. Every first and third, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Every first and third Shabbat.
Right. That's right.
And our next feast will be Pentecost. I gotta get that calendar uploaded to give y'all the feast day. But that's gonna be our next feast, family, going into these next 50 days. After this unleavened bread, you count 50 days from 50 days, and that should fall on Pentecost. So, yeah, go ahead, bro.
And another thing, put the cash app up there on the screen, brothers. For anybody that want to donate, to help out the ministry, the cash app is on the screen. $OOMMS, Order of Melchizedek, Mississippi. Anybody that want to help out, it'll be greatly appreciated. With us having this in-person class twice a month, it does cost us money. Us brothers most of the time pay for it out of our pocket, but we can use some help if y'all want to donate. Those of you that are able to donate, we understand that it's hard times. I'm not gonna lock the door and lock y'all in like Brother Mikael be doing.
But I am.
But
Lock it, KG.
it does take finances to operate a ministry, and anything that the Most High put on your heart to donate, it will be greatly appreciated.
And yes, if you would like VIP parking along with VIP front row seats to the congregation, holla at your boy Deacon Finesse. I got you.
For Deacon Finesse one time.
just one time.
All right, who gonna do the shout out?
I'll knock it out.
All right.
All right, I'm scrolling to the top. Let's see who we got. We got MC to the X Project was in the building. Shalom, shalom. We had Mother Mary in the building. Shalom, Mother Mary. Shalom.
Mary in the building.
Mother Mary, I got a proposition for y'all with y'all going. I'm gonna help y'all out. I done told KG he need to talk to you about it. I'm gonna make y'all life so much easier. If KG just make the proposition for your garden, you ain't got to worry about these critters. Just let Brother Stephen take care of it. Go ahead, Cortez.
All right, we had TT Tannis Davis in the building. Shalom, Auntie.
Tannis in the building.
Shalom, shalom,
Right.
shalom.
We had Kiafication in the building. Shalom, Kia.
All the way out of Texas. All praises.
We had our beloved brethren Willie Gardner in the building. Shalom, Hebrew.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
All right.
Willie.
We had Sabrina Aquiana. Sabrina 3793. Shalom, shalom. I can't get that last part.
All the way out of Manhattan, New York.
New York? What?
New York
York.
City.
New York. He from New York City, boss. All right. Shalom, shalom, sis. We had our beloved Sister Jim in the building from Colorado.
Oh my
Sister
gosh.
Jim. Shalom, shalom. We had Sister Brenda Hill in the building. Shalom, Sister Brenda Hill.
Auntie Brenda Hill in the building. Shalom, Auntie.
And we had Brother Wody P. Shalom. Uncle Amnon was in the building.
Uncle in the building.
All right. Let's see who else we had in the building. All right. All Things Truth and Honest was in the building. Shalom, shalom. Shalom.
What was that, Hebrew?
All Things Truth and Honest.
Hey, shalom. Hey, that's a new listener. Glad to have you. Please keep coming back.
Yeah, shalom, shalom. We also had our beloved brother Yeti was in the building and in the panel with us. Shalom, Yedadiah.
Shalom, everybody. My bad. I got the little one. I'm giving him a bath. So all praise the Most High. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute, Hebrew. All right. We had who else we have? Let's see.
Sister Cindy.
I'm going somewhere. Hey, we have brother Dark Black T was in the building. Shalom, shalom. Hebrew.
Dark Black T.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Are we getting there? I'm going somewhere. We had Sister Cindy Carr was in the building. Shalom, shalom, sis. Shalom.
Sister Cindy done made it back to the States.
Oh, praise it to the Most High. Hallelujah. Let's see who else. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm going, bro. I won't leave nobody out. All right. So that's everybody. All right. Shalom to those who gonna watch the rebroadcast. Shalom to the ones that's in the bushes watching. And shalom to the ones, the naysayers. Shalom to you in the house.
And as my brother B. Lou would say, Shalom to the brethren.
Hey,
And what up? And what he say, B? Hey, what else he say? And what up to everybody else? What up to everybody? Something he say. I'm about to get it down pat.
Hey, don't forget.
We are out.
Don't forget the aliens and predators.
Yeah,
And this
the
has been
aliens and the
another
predators.
exciting
Shalom to the aliens and the
episode.
Another
predators.
episode.
Back to the basics Tuesday.
Back to the basic Tuesday.
From Mississippi mud. Truth don't die. It testify. We moving with order. Delta dirt, pain got root. Truth in the soil, fire in the truth. 2 below night, spirit don't sleep. We're still calling the lost sheep. Took our name, buried our sound. Truth stayed alive underground. We were scattered, now we aligned. Kingdom rise, awaken the mind. Stand up, this that order now. Woo. Stand up, we in order now. Woo. Truth too loud, can't ignore it now. Woo. Chosen rise, we restored it now. Yeah. Back to basic Tuesday. Oh yeah. Word go deep, no delay. Oh yeah. Wednesday prayer, tap and line. Woo. Seek the most, high on time. Woo. Get your way to Friday grind. Woo. Discipline, align your mind. Woo. Don't just hear, come learn the way. Shout